Father, I come to you, and my spirit is awestruck when I consider who you are. You are the one who spoke galaxies into being and scattered stars across the sky like sand. You are the one who set the mountains on their foundations and drew boundaries for the oceans, telling the waves, "This far you may come and no farther." Everything I see around me, from the intricate pattern of a snowflake to the infinite depth of the cosmos, speaks of your power and wisdom. And in the face of such majesty, my worries and fears seem so insignificant. They are but a fleeting moment in the eternity you govern. In this world, everything changes. People's opinions, circumstances, even my own feelings. All of it is like shifting sand beneath my feet. But you are a rock. Your word, spoken thousands of years ago, is just as true today as it was the day it was uttered. Your promises are not subject to time. They are not vulnerable to a depreciation of trust. You are faithful, not because I deserve it, and not because I've done something right. You are faithful because that is your nature. You cannot be otherwise. I recall moments when I was at the very brink, when it felt as though the ground was crumbling beneath me and there was no path forward in sight. But you were there. You led me through these valleys I never told anyone about. You gave me strength when I had none left. Each of those victories, every quiet comfort in the middle of the night, every unexpected answer, they are monuments to your faithfulness in my life. You are not just the God of the universe. You are my God, who knows my name and hears my whisper. And yet, how often do I live as if I know none of this? As if your knowledge of my name is just a beautiful story, and reality is what I can build with my own hands. I wake up in the morning, and my mind immediately starts drawing up schemes and strategies. I try to manage people's opinions, direct the course of events, and ensure myself against any pain. I grip the helm of this small vessel of my life so tightly that my knuckles turn white, and I don't notice that you are standing beside me, capable of calming any storm with a single word. This constant struggle, this tension in my shoulders, this quiet hum of anxiety in my head, this is the price of my pride, of believing I am my own captain. How many times have I sought support in what is by nature fragile and fleeting? How much energy have I spent building castles on the sand of others' approval, only to have them washed away by the first wave of criticism? I tried to quench my thirst from wells I dug myself, not realizing they held no water, only the dust of my own efforts. And now, in this silence, I unclench my hands. I let go of this helm. I come to you not with a report of my achievements, but with a confession of my bankruptcy. And I see that you do not turn away. You do not demand that I first get myself in order. My value in your eyes has never depended on how tightly I hold on or how successfully I cope. It was given to me even before I took my first breath. It is based not on my merits, but on your essence. I am loved not because I am worthy, but because you are love. And in this simple, overwhelming discovery, all my striving loses its meaning. I can finally just be. Just breathe, just rest in you. But even in this silence, my mind continues its race. It conjures scenarios for tomorrow, calculates risks, tries to anticipate every loss. It clings to my loved ones with such intensity as if my anxiety could become a shield for them. And that quiet whisper of, "What if?" grows louder than any of your promises. Here it is, my main enemy. Not circumstances, but my inability to entrust to you what I love most, and I come to you with this specific named need. I ask not for an abstract peace that will come someday, but for peace right now amidst this inner noise. And so, I take this tight knot of fear for the future, this anxiety about the health of people I cannot protect from everything, this need to control everything, and consciously place this burden from my hands into yours. It is too heavy for me. I was not created to carry it. For you said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." I am not just asking for this rest. I am coming for it as something that was promised. I come not empty-handed, but with your own word. You are faithful to it, which means I can let go. My labor is not in carrying this burden, but in bringing it to you again and again. My peace is not in the absence of the storm, but in your presence within it. And that is enough. Therefore, I am no longer a victim awaiting the next blow. I am not an orphan who must make their own way in this cold world. I am yours. And that simple word changes everything. It rewrites my history and defines my future. Fear no longer has the power to call me by name. Circumstances can no longer dictate my worth. I stand on your ground, under your protection, and he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. This is not arrogance, it is an anchor for my soul. It is not my own strength, but yours, operating within me. So let the winds blow. Let the ground beneath my feet feel unstable. My strength is truly not in making all of this stop. It is in knowing that you stand beside me in the midst of all this chaos. You do not promise a calm voyage, but you promise to be the captain of the ship. You do not remove all stones from my path, but you hold my hand so I do not stumble to my death. Your presence is not merely comfort, it is a strategic advantage. It is a weapon that disarms anxiety and paralyzes panic. And with this knowledge, I step into this day. I choose to act not from scarcity and fear, but from the fullness of your faithfulness. I choose to look at people not as threats or resources, but as those whom you also love. I choose to face every task not with the question, "Can I handle this?" but with the certainty, "We will handle this." I dedicate this day to you, not my results, but my trust, not my successes, but my dependence on you. And may this be my main endeavor today.